I think this is going to be my last video for quite a while, and today I wanted to highlight the last song on my debut EP called Your Last Message, and highlight the entire EP as a whole called A Friend Nearby. So if you want to hear the full story of everything, I'm going to go into thorough detail, and if you do stick around and watch this whole video, then I deeply appreciate it. This EP is dedicated to my friend Weston James Keller, who we lost October 3rd, 2024. And Weston was the best friend that I ever had. He was there for me through the most challenging and transitional points in my entire life, and he always found himself there as a cornerstone figure in my life. He was there for me when my parents got divorced in high school, and was there for me through the challenges of middle school. And we even started a band at the end of high school called Exit Only. Weston was playing the bass, and he was so supportive of everything I did musically then, and supported me as I wrote my first song, Collapse. Weston was one of those people I always wanted to learn more about. Whenever I first started getting close with him, I saw he was so funny and creative and artistic and unique, and it was just someone I wanted to get to know more and more. And as I pressed into that relationship, he pressed into mine as well, and he cared so well for those around him, and I don't know who I would be without him, and I truly mean that. So that's why it was so important to me to dedicate this to him. That's part of the reason. And then throughout college, we were still friends, but we weren't as close as we once were. And I really regret that, just because we lived far away. But when we did see each other, it was always a great memory. But then in 2024, we both moved back to Waco, and we grew really close again. We were hanging out all the time. We even went to a little house show where I got this cool Hanover hat, and he made fun of me for buying it because it was so expensive. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to buy anything. And he's like, you shouldn't buy anything. And then I bought the hat for $20. And we were laughing because I was like, I'm going to get my money's worth and wear it all the time. So I still wear it all the time, and I cherish that memory. And he came to my first open mic at the Texas Music Cafe, and to all of them. And that was so important to me, because I was taking this major leap and risk in my life and pursuing something that I was passionate about. And Weston was the first one on the pulse and was saying, I support you fully, and was sending me thorough text of saying how he wants me to pursue this dream. And that means so much to me, because a lot of you may not know this, but I'm incredibly insecure sometimes, and especially at the beginning of this journey, I was insecure. And Weston believed in me and pursuing this music. So on that alone makes me never want to quit and makes me want to do this. So I was already working on these songs. I was already planning on doing a release. I played Friend, Collapse, Mama, It'll All Work Out, and Wound live, and Weston was there for all of those. And that's why I chose to release those 5 songs. The last time I ever saw Weston, I had just played It'll All Work Out and Wound, the open mic. He came, my dad and my stepmom came, and it was a really, really hard point in my life in end of September 2024. And he was there. It meant so much to me. And after we were laughing and talking, we went to Taco Bell in Hewitt. And I remember we just had the best night we've ever had. It was one of my favorite memories with Weston. We sat on the back porch and just talked, laughed, hugged each other, told each other we loved each other. And that was the last time I ever saw him. But On October 3rd, a few hours before he got in the accident, I got a text from him that turned into the song Your Last Message. Your Last Message, that song, was his last text message to me. And it was the most loving message, and a message about true friendship and what a true friend looks like. Every word of that song means so much to me. And that's why all of these songs mean so much to me. So Friend, Collapse Mama, It'll All Work Out, Wound, they're all about all sorts of different things, because I wrote those way before any of this happened. But he supported me through that. And then Your Last Message was just his last message to me. I couldn't think of any other song to write for a while. Me and some of Weston's other friends were trying to figure out songs to write about him, and nothing was feeling right. So I just took his words and made it into this song. It only felt right to dedicate my first release to him, and that song to him. And the cover art on the EP is a portrait done by Andrew Palmeyer that is a portrait of Weston, and that's his face. It's a way to remember him. And, I know this video is very serious and solemn, but Weston cared about all these songs. He cared about me, but he also cared about everyone listening. And he doesn't want us to go around being sad. He wants us to live our lives to the fullest. He was a man of joy. He was a man of deep care, of love. And to me, Your Last Message embodies all of that. The deep care that we should have for one another and helping each other through the hardest times in our life. And that's something he taught me, and that's something he was for me. And I hope with everything I put out in the future, it can be something that he can look down at and say, he's proud of me. And I hope for the rest of eternity, way past when I'm gone and all of us are gone, this art will still be here to remember him. And through my gravelly mid voice and my mediocre guitar skills, I sing this passionate song to my friend. And these passionate songs that are all dedicated to him. Friend is a breakup song. Collapse is a breakup song. Mama is about my mom. It'll All Work Out is about struggling with your job and figuring out your dreams. Wound is about your friends. And Your Last Message is about Weston and about cherishing those you're with and finding a true friend. There's a line in Your Last Message that says, I'm grateful to have a friend nearby. And that's why I named it A Friend Nearby, the whole EP, because that's how I view Weston, and that's what I want everyone to have. So, again, I know this video is very serious and everything, but I want people to be able to listen to all these songs and feel a great sense of joy. And I know he would want the same. So, with all that being said, I think this will be my last video or post for quite a while until I start releasing my next project, which is something I'm working on now. And I just want to say I love you all, and I appreciate all of your support through this journey. And I hope you'll listen to Your Last Message and A Friend Nearby in a new light and a new understanding now. I also need to add, I can't thank you enough to all the people who came out to the concert for A Friend Nearby, the album release show. It was a beautiful time to see not only all the people that cared for me in releasing these music, but so much of Weston's friends and family came, and it was a night where we could honor him and respect him and remember him. And I'm so thankful for that. So, yeah, love you guys. Anyone who watched this whole video, you're the best. And I hope this gave you greater context to everything. And thank you all so much for listening and for watching. I'll see you soon.